Hey guys, thanks for watching and tuning into this video. Hopefully you do not regret it. I decided to make a series of videos on making spells for good magic. This will be the second video in this series, and today we're going to go over the very first thing in the book, which is planning and preparation. So please stay tuned, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you guys, and I hope this helps you out. Hey everyone, it is Amanda again here with a second video for the Making Spells for Good Magic. I've uploaded one already about the tarot cards and a poem that was in this book. This is a book that I purchased a very long time ago, and I only purchased it for the poem aspect, but then I started looking through it and it was interesting, and I figured, hey, why not make a series of videos dedicated to this book alone and go through pretty much every chapter. There's a chapter called The Power of Magic. The next one is Time and Place. The next one is Preparation Rituals. And that one is actually a pretty long chapter, so hopefully I can fit it in one video, and then Casting a Magic Circle and so on. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this, and I'm just going to read you from the book everything that's on it, and then I'll show you the overall page. So this is The Power of Magic. It says, when you work with magic, you are working with powerful forces for change. And it is important to realize this before you begin to send wishes and weave spells. The energy you put into magic increases as it is released, and what you give out returns to you threefold, which is the term 3 times 3. Or tenfold or threefold. So be careful with what you wish for, as you might have to live with consequences for a long time. It is important not to be fearful of magic, however, but instead to learn how to be humble and to ask for the right things in the right way. When you ask with sincerity and from the heart, you ask from the right place, and this is the way to exercise the true power that you hold within you. Ethics and Responsibility section on the page says, the witch's law states that if you harm none, do what you will. At first this may appear like a license to do whatsoever you like, and magic workers are often criticized for having no moral code. However, it actually means that as long as you cause no harm to any person, animal, or thing, you may follow your true will. True will is not a personal choice or desire, but the purpose of your existence here on earth. The reason that you are alive is to discover your true will, or to purpose, or to work toward realizing it. Furthermore, it is a universal law that whatever we give out is reflected back to us, hence the biblical saying, as you sow, so shall you reap. Reaping the consequences of your actions, good or bad, is inevitable, if not in this life, then in another incarnation. Consequently, it is always a good idea to align yourself with the divine, with the will of the universe, before starting to perform a magical act. You may think of the divine will as the god or goddess, or your higher self, the ultimate choice of the one, whichever description best works for you. Making the pledge. Before starting to weave magical spells or rituals, it is important that you pledge yourself and your actions to the light. This is a way of reminding yourself of your intentions and how it should be done, simply in form of from the heart. Place your hands above your heart and ask that you will be filled with the light of love. Imagine a golden light and fillings of love filling your heart and then your whole being. Number 2, open your arms and raise them above your head, palms facing upwards to the heavens, and say the pledge. Then bring your arms down to your sides. Now here's the pledge. The Spellweaver's Pledge. I call upon the divine will of the universe to send a blessing upon my heart, so that I may be filled with the light of love and truth in all that I do. I pledge that from this day I will do my best to harm none with my thoughts, words, or deeds. I pledge that any magic I perform will be for the highest good of all, so mote it be. And then it's got a couple pages. It says, when making the Spellweaver's Pledge, imagine golden light filling your whole being. We already did that. The energy and concentration you devote to your magic making will return to you threefold. And then raising your arms as you say the pledge links you with the heavens. So that's this page here. And this is the first step, and this is the second step. And then it says hedge witches. Of course, it is not easy to, or it is not necessary to work with others or to belong to any recognized group in order to practice magic. A magical practitioner who works alone and according to his or her own individual style and belief is sometimes known as a hedge witch. In days of old, the hedge witch or country witch or wise woman would be called upon regularly by members of the community. They would have performed such things as house blessings and cleansings to help with the protection of vulnerable people, property, and personal possessions, and also to act as an oracle for discovering the reasons behind practitioner problems or hindrances. Hedge witches, who live in harmony with nature, use their knowledge of herbs, flowers, roots, and leaves to make up concoctions. I cannot say that. You know the word. For such purposes as healing, protection, or fertility. The country witches of today seldom write anything down, relying as they did as their ancestors on memory and inspiration for their workings, which are usually conducted on a sacred place. Their knowledge is based on the old way by apprenticeship. I can't say that. Apprenticeship. There we go. Whereby a newcomer is gradually taught magical rituals, healing spells, chants, and movements, or else may be self-taught. A hedge witch is no name because she is able to keep one foot in the material world and the other foot into the spiritual world, and the hedge represents the veil between the worlds. Covens and lodges. Many practitioners of magic like to work with others, either within a coven or a group of witches, or in a magical lodge. Traditionally, these organizations have been kept secret, but one way of discovering other like-minded people is to look for announcements in popular occult magazines, which may list societies or training schools. Alternatively, seek out publications written by specialists in the area of magic that most interest you. It has never been easy to find a way into the mysterious, but these basic steps are open to all. Having found a suitable coven or lodge, the next step will be undergo a ceremony of admission or initiation. The word initiation means beginning, so this is the first step. Rather than the conclusion of a magician's work, no one should accept initiation into a group unless they are certain that it is right for them and that the group is trustworthy. If there are any doubts in your mind about a group, it is far better to wait than to rush into a situation. Commitment and secrecy. Although society is far more tolerant now than it was in the past, it is still best to keep some things secret and go about your magical work in privacy and silence, both of which will add to its power. Effective magicians never speak of some things, including who is working magic, when and where any magic or ritual is being done, unless it is in some sort of public festival, and any magical names and mottos used. They are only ever known to the magicians and the gods. While you can read books on most techniques or activities, it is the practical experience of magic that makes it work, and this is a particularly secret that cannot be shared. A particular secret that cannot be shared. And then it says, go about your magical work in a quiet privacy. It is not a slideshow or something you do in public, but a personal commitment that you should take seriously. So that is this page, and here is the Spell Weaver's Pledge, which I can actually put into the description box, which I will. So that is going to be the first section of this. So I hope you guys understood this, and Sorry for some of my mispronunciation. I have a tongue ring and I can't say some big words, so I apologize for that. I hope you guys found this a little enlightening. And my next video that I will do would be time and place. I will probably do that later on this evening, as it is 5:46 in the morning. I'm going to do some editing on these 2 videos, get them put up, but I'm going to kind of flash this for you so you can kind of see the next pages, which is really, really pretty. So that is what the book says. Okay, so I can't wait for you to see the next one. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to get any more of these videos, make sure you let me know. And if you comment, the first person to comment gets a shout out. So, love you guys. I will see you guys soon. Bye.